Morning, everyone. So who remembers what was 3 weeks ago today? Does anybody remember what we did 3 weeks ago today right here in the church? What did we do, Izzy? What's that? What did you say? Okay, it's close. 3 weeks ago today. So that was 2 weeks ago today. Do you know what was 3 weeks ago, Kason? No, that was Christmas too. What was 3 weeks ago? Lucas? Do you know? We were all here together. What's that? We were in Advent. It was December the 18th. Do you remember, Ellie Brooks? It was our O Antiphons program. Can you believe that? 3 weeks ago today, we were all here together to do that beautiful O Antiphons program. Isn't that crazy? And then 1 week later, Izzy, you're right, that was then Christmas. And then 1 week later, what was a week ago today? Does anybody know what a week ago today was? Do you know, Matthias? It's 1 week after Christmas. Do you know? 1 week after Christmas. We do this today and here too. Do you know? Good job. Mary, Mother of God. Exactly. What day do we celebrate Mary, Mother of God on? It's a very, very important day, so we start off the year with it. What day is that, Jacob? What's that? Really loud for me. On New Year's Day. Exactly. New Year's Day. And then 1 week later, here we are. And the beautiful thing is, the church gives us a really long season for Christmas. Can you tell? We still got the beautiful Christmas season going. Why do you think? Why do you think the church says, keep celebrating Christmas for a long time? Why do you think the church would say that? Why, Parker? This is Jesus' birthday. Exactly. Jesus has come to us. Why would he do that? Why would Jesus come to us? Why do you think he did that? Why, Scarlett? To give us love? Why else? Give me another reason. Why else? Jacob, really, really loud for me this time. To save us from our sins. That's so good. Because our sins, what do our sins do to us? Our sins make us what? What do our sins make us, Braden? What do you think? What do they do to us? What does our sin do to us? Matthias, what do you think? They make us what? They make us unhappy. Who can give me another? What else, William? Use an analogy here, William. Okay, it's a little ball of light. Sin makes that ball of light dusty. It's good. Or you could even say, if not dusty, but what? What's the opposite of light? Dark, right? Makes things darker. Does Jesus want things to be dark? No. He's the light that's come into the world. What else, Graham? What does our sin make us? Makes us what? It doesn't. Sin doesn't, but God's grace does. His light, his love. Lucas, last one. Hard-hearted. Ooh, that's a good one. When we're hard-hearted, does that mean that we're loving everybody else? No. We close in on ourselves, right? We get grumpy, we get sad, we get angry, we get lonely. Does Jesus want us to live that way? What do you think? No. And he came to save us from that. I'm so glad that's what you said it. To save us from our sin. Who knows what Father Dimmick and I are going to do after Mass today over in the school? What are we going to do in the school? We did at the very beginning of the school year. We're going to do it again today. What are we going to do today? August, do you know? As a guess. I'll give you a hint. It's because we're in the Epiphany time, and we gave some chalk after Mass on Sunday. We're going to do it for the school today. Glenn. We're going to put the dates on the door. What do we do first? What do we do before we write the dates on the door chalk? Cade, what are we going to do? We're going to sprinkle holy water, which means we're going to do what to the school? When you're sprinkling holy water, you're writing that stuff, that means we're going to do what? Aaliyah, tell me really loud. We're going to bless the school. Exactly. Why would we bless the school? What do you think? What happens in the school that we need to bless it? What do you think? Kason? Helps us learn? What else? What else do you think? Like, what are we doing in the school throughout the day? What do you think? Bryson, what do you think, buddy? Bryson, what are we doing in the school every day? Are you in the school all by yourself? When you're in school, you're just all by yourself? What do you think? What do you think? Kazubuki, what do you think? Are there a lot of people over there? Do you have a lot of opportunities to be kind to your classmates? Do you have opportunities to be obedient to your teachers? Do you have opportunities to be selfless and loving and have all sorts of good stuff happening? And where does that happen every single school day? We should say, where does that happen every single school day? August. Right over there in the school, right? So it's important that Jesus, who came to us, that we're welcoming him into those places where we are all the time. So we're in school a lot, aren't we? So when we go over there and we bless that school, it's like saying, Jesus, we know that you love us. We know that you came to us. We know that over the last 3 weeks, we've been celebrating you in this big way. And I have to say, just as an aside, I was so happy we sang "O Come All Ye Faithful" for that opening hymn. I love that hymn. And I think we only sang it like once on Christmas Eve. I want to sing it all the time. I know we sang it at the O Antiphons program too. I love it because we want to keep adoring him. But the good news is Jesus, as we just heard in the first reading, he wants us to welcome him into everything. He wants to be a part of everything. Everywhere we go, he wants us to invite him to come with us. He wants to be in all those places. Let me ask you this. When he came at Christmas, did he come in this big way as I'm the king of the universe and overtaking everything? Or was he really, really humble and little? What do you think? Cyrus, how was he? He was very humble and little, right? Because can you pick up a baby? Can you hold a baby? Isn't that the best? Like holding a baby and just loving him and having him there? And that's the way that God chose to come to us. He's humble and lowly and wants to be there with us for everything. And he wants us to take him with us everywhere we go. Because we just sang in that beautiful responsorial psalm, Lord, every nation on earth will adore you. And I think sometimes when we think about every nation, we think about all the big kingdoms. Here we are in the United States, and we talk about Russia, and we talk about China, and we talk about all these big places. But you know what? Every nation on earth begins with every human heart. And Jesus makes himself small enough, lowly enough to be with each one of us. Yes, he wants to get rid of sin, but he wants to get rid of it in each one of us. And he wants us to play a part. He wants us to welcome him in and to love him. But you know how he wants us to love him? By loving our brothers and sisters. And you know where we love our brothers and sisters? At home, at our school, everywhere that we go. And so that's why today we're going to go over there, we're going to bless the school, and we're going to say, Jesus, we want you here throughout all of 2026. And that's why we're going to write it up there in that way, right? There's 3 letters we write up there too. This is a tough one. Who knows what those 3 letters are? Look at those hands go up. I'm so proud of you guys. Luna, tell me the 3 letters. C, and? You know it. Yes, you said it. C, M, and B, right? Now those are 3 names. Does anybody know what those 3 names are? What are the 3 names? Tell me one, Maria. Caspar. Who knows another one? Who knows another one? Scarlett. Melchior. Who knows the last one? Braden. Balthazar. Good job. Who are those 3 guys? Who are those 3 guys? Who are they? Who can tell me? Who are they, Eckert? The 3 kings, right? Those 3 kings. Because we remember, what did they do? What did those 3 kings do? What did they do, Axel? They came to Jesus, right? And they brought him things, didn't they? Did they bring him gifts? They did. You know what? We need to bring Jesus gifts too, right? Now, maybe it's not gold and frankincense and myrrh, but we bring him the gifts of our love, of our charity, our faith. And we just heard St. John tell us in the first reading, it's the faith that conquers the world. And you know where that begins? Right with us, right here today at Sacred Heart, with all of our interactions, all the ways that we show our love to one another, all the ways that we come and adore him. All of that comes together to conquer the world. It's an amazing thing. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes of all time from Mother Teresa. I know I've said it to you before, but someone said, Mother, what do I have to do to save the world? And you know what she said? She said, go home and love your family. So I'll be honest with you, sometimes that's tough, isn't it? To be patient with the people we love is one of the hardest things in the world. But you know what's great? Jesus will help us every step of the way. So today, we're going to go bless the school. And if you want to take some chalk home and tell your parents, like, hey, let's look at the bulletin from this last Sunday and get the house blessed too, because it's a great way to invite Jesus into everything. He who loves us, and he wants to conquer the world by helping us to love one another. Praise be Jesus Christ.